Okay, hello, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use AndroWish to make an application that runs on Android devices. Okay, now first of all, what's AndroWish? AndroWish is the runtime or is the interpreter of TCL TK scripts on Android devices. So and here is a preview of it. So I've already installed it. You'll get all the steps of installation, and here I get, as usual, if you know TCL, you should go and when you first run Wish interpreter, similar to what I usually have on my system. And by the way, my system is Debian GNU Linux Wheezy. So if I do Wish, okay, you should get this on your computer. So you can, what we are aiming at doing is getting the normal script that I have on my computer and run it on an Android. And by the way, here the 554Y is just an emulator of Android, and I'm running Android as ARM processor. So let's close this, and I want you to be patient because it's going to take some time. So here this closes the interpreter. Okay, now where do we go to get all the data, and what's the required tools? Now first of all, you must have had Java installed, the Java for, and this is, I haven't wrote it. You must have JDK from oracle.com. By the way, using the just clicking the highlighter my own way, just to highlight the important things on the editor. So forget about the this sign and this sign. Okay, so all you have to do is just install the JDK from I'm using Debian GNU Linux, as I said, and you must have installed the package called ANT, which is the, as the description here says, system independent build tool that uses XML files like makefiles, like in C++. You have makefiles that can guide the compiler what to build and what not to build. Okay, and this contains the packages to do this task of compilation on Java. Okay, just to save resources, I'm going to close this. Of course, to install using Synaptic, just right click on the package. I've searched here for it using ANT and just mark for installation. Okay, and just press apply, and it will be downloaded. Of course, you must have installed Debian correctly and set all the repository of Debian. Second, now you have to install the Android SDK from this address. Okay, now as long as I'm using Linux, you should install the Linux version of Android SDK, and here's the address opened. Okay, and of course you have to install with the ADT. Okay, I have a 64-bit Linux, and this is what I installed. Now you can use the 32-bit version, doesn't matter. And yes, you should install the SDK tools also. Okay, I think the ADT comes with the SDK. Anyway, oh no, I made a mistake. Okay, it's just that you need the SDK tools anyway. So next, you unpack the tools of SDK, and then after unpacking, you should go to this address to download AndroWish. Now, before going to download AndroWish, please make sure that you are one of those who use the devices that are listed on this address. Okay, this is the wiki address of TCL/TK. Okay, so I'm going to open this list. Let me find it. And here, okay, I'm going to zoom it a little bit more for you if you can't see it. And this is the list of Androids that can run AndroWish. I'm going to give it a little more time just so you can follow it up. Okay, now let's move on. Now to download it, AndroWish, so I go, as I said, to the link that I mentioned, and in here, and the guy is named by like his abbreviation is CHW, Chris Swire or something. So this guy is the author of AndroWish. Now he should download the latest one. Now that is compatible with the wrapping of TCL on and run it on Android. So he says here that you have to use at least this version, the Thomas Alva Edison, this one, and you should install the debug APK just for quick usage of AndroWish. Now, of course, you can start with the latest ones after the Thomas Alva Edison, which is the Galileo Galilei. Now, to install it using the ADB tools, of course, you must have had put the SDK tools on the path. So on Linux, on my own account, okay, username account, so I do VI or Pico, whatever. I use VI, doesn't matter. It's just it's an editor. Open an editor to this address just by clicking on the terminal. Okay, you open a new terminal, just directly it will go to the home directory, and then open the as is bash rc dot bash rc. Don't forget to put the dot. Let me zoom this for you. Okay, don't forget to put this full stop, this dot. Okay, and vi, I go to the bottom. Okay, and then I put these lines, export those variables, this variable, this is the variable. So this is the folder, this folder, you must export it. Okay, and then I set the path as such. I add the $Android SDK, which is the complete path of where the folder of the Android SDK is extracted. Okay, and then I add the following folders in the path. So, and they are added to the path. Okay, just imitate me. So it will be all this in addition to /platform tools, and also to okay, so all we need is the platform tools. Okay, and therefore when you want to run anything regarding the ADB, which is the Android debugger, okay, I can simply install the packages of AndroWish and later my application. So I changed to the download directory, my own download directory, where I download the AndroWish, and I do this. I'll have so many copies of AndroWish. Just select the one that you downloaded. So it will be adb install and AndroWish debug.apk. Okay, this one, the sixth one. This is my latest. Okay, and it will be installed. So I'll do this. Now it will install to my telephone or to my emulator as here. Okay, as in here. You can just simply copy the file and click on it in the phone. I mean, click on it on the phone and it will be extracted. Okay, please save some space for the installer and the extraction of the APK. So now I've made my AndroWish ready to be used, and you should get this icon, this one, okay, to get the interpreter later. So just as a test, we can just click here and here's just like a TK message. You can, if you are on the emulator on or somewhere, you can use the tab key. You can just simply complete the names. Of course, on a telephone it's hard to do. So dash message. Here is using TKCon, the console of TCL. Okay, and TK. So it's hello, and this message will go with hello. That's all. Cool. Now the fun starts. So we go next to download the skeleton, okay, which we will use, which is this hello world of TCL/TK, but this is for AndroWish. So you download this zip file from the address here, and it's found also, like if you go just to this address, this piece of the address without the file name hello tcltk.zip, okay, you can find it here. Here he mentions it here, so it will guide you to this address and it will be downloaded. Okay, and he here mentions the steps for the wrapping. However, there's some glitch here. I think he did not mention it. So after unpacking it, I unpacked it to this address here. Go to my Eclipse workspace because I do Android applications. So I move to my hello.sdcltk. So this is the project file. So first of all, you open the local properties, okay, also don't forget to add in the this also in the batch.rc. Forgot to tell you maybe. Okay, and of course after adding that you should log in and you should log out and log in again, so it will be red. Okay, so you can do it anytime you want, and you can also just run this here once on your shell every time you want to make a wrapper, okay, and then execute the compilation, the wrapping application, you know. So why do we change it? Because he sets it as his own SDK directory on his own home directory. Okay, so I put it on my own directory path. Okay, so I just have to mention the complete path of where this folder exists. Okay, and just save it. That's all. Now, in the project, you have to put your script as the TCL script that contains also TK. It has to be in the assets/app directory. Okay, so this is my project of Android. Okay, the compilation setup of Android to make an APK, and then I go to, which is the one that we had downloaded. Okay, and we go to assets, app, and I get this main.tcl script. Okay, the starting script must be named as main.tcl as he mentions it here. Okay, as the CHW says about it. So it has to be main.tcl. So if you have other scripts, okay, put them whatever the name that you want. Use the source command in TCL so it can include those scripts, and then the first starting one has to be main.tcl. So when the APK is run, okay, it starts with this file. Okay. Next is I go to my directory, workspace, hello. Okay, and of course, because we installed Ant, so we have to do this command. Let me first see if I'm working correctly. Yes, I say I use this command ant debug. Okay, so ant debug. Okay, so if you first on the first time you install, or I mean unpack the hello tcltk package zip file, it will not have the folder bin. Okay, so this is where your APK will be generated. So I'm going to show you what will happen if everything is correct. You'll get a warning that there's a folder or the path contains CHW. This is why we should change the locale.properties, as I said. Okay, I'm insisting on telling you this because this is where everything will stop you. So this is the compilation. You should get at the end build successful. If not, then there's something wrong. Okay. Now as I said, I mean the package will be produced here, and you'll get this hello tcltk debug APK. Okay. Now I change to the folder of bin, cd bin, and then I do adb install hello debug.apk. Of course, because it's already exists. Okay, I don't care now about it, just like it's there. So we consider that it has been installed, so you get it. There's nothing wrong with this, it's just that the application does exist, and this is what you should get. Okay, So that's it. Now on your phone, just as a hint, you'll see the balls here when they hit the borders of the square. Okay, you'll see your phone vibrate every time it hits. It vibrates. But this is an emulator. You won't see any vibration. Okay, and that's all. Thanks for watching.